We're currently being joined by Mr. Uday Mahurkar, who's the founder of the Save Culture, Save Bharat Foundation. He's also the former Chief Information Commissioner as well, and somebody who's, of course, strongly advocated for curbs as well as regulation with regards to what he describes as vulgar content, not just online, but also on OTT platforms. Many thanks, Mr. Mahurkar, for speaking to Times Now. Let me, in fact, begin by asking you, sir, of course, Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav has echoed a lot of your concerns as well, but there are already laws, and this is the counterpoint to something that you've been advocating. There are already laws under Section 294 and 295 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita with respect to obscenity and placing curbs on obscene acts. You also have, of course, several provisions of the Information Technology Act. Let me just read those out. IT Act 2000, Section 67A, Section 67B. You already have the POCSO Act as well with respect to the exploitation of children when it comes to content of this nature. You also have the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986. So amid an entire gamut of laws that already exist to regulate this kind of content, why do you need another layer of laws that might only lead to greater litigation, sir, and harassment? That's the counterpoint, sir.
Let me give one example. I have filed a police complaint against X, Netflix, and Alt with Delhi police. Correct? Quoting all these sections which you narrated right now. My complaint has been rejected. FIR has not been filed. And I was not even told about it. I got somebody to file an RTA application. And from there I came to know that they have rejected my applications against these three platforms. Correct? Now, you see, what is the challenge before this country? You see, India has taken a vow to become a great nation by 2047. Viksit Bharat, correct? I have no doubt that India will become an economic superpower, a military superpower, a scientific superpower by 2037, 10 years before that. But will India be a culturally pauper nation? Plus, those who are saying that this will be an attack on freedom of expression, freedom of creativity, they are totally wrong. Because what kind of films, the kind of material which we have given in our complaint is so shocking. There are films where there is sexual perversion shown between daughter-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, teacher, student, mother-in-law and son-in-law. There is one film which is called All Limits, where a male is having sex with his grandmother, with his stepmother, with his cousin sister, and with his bhabhi. Now, tell me one thing, how can this be justified under the argument of creative freedom? Right. So what we are demanding is, you see, the most horrendous part of this whole thing is that 90% of the rape cases, if you go through the FIR, are now being provoked by content. And there's a new thing which has started, which is so shocking, where minors are raping minors on a daily basis. Not all of them get reported. There are, in last 3 months, 7 cases of brother raping a sister, father raping a daughter, and in one horrendous case, a drunk son seeing pornography and raping his own mother. Now the situation is horrendous. If we are talking about a great Bharat, we are far away from it. Right. And my point is that from where the tape from which this dirt is coming, that tape has to be closed.
But can all these incidents be attributed to what you describe as vulgar content online? Mr. Mahurkar, we also have another guest with us. Manvi, Taneja, actor, is joining us to provide her perspective. In your case, sir, there's been no action, like you've said. You filed a complaint with the Delhi police. They've not acted on it, which is why you believe there need to be stronger laws. But let me cite one instance on the 14th of March 2024, when the INB ministry ended up blocking 18 OTT platforms on the charge of publishing obscene and vulgar content. They also blocked 19 websites, 10 apps and 57 social media handles for depicting nudity and sexual acts in various inappropriate contexts, such as relationships between teachers and students, incestuous family relationships, etc. The content included sexual innuendos, the same kind of instances that you cited in your complaint. But Manvi, Taneja, the concern also is that this might lead to censorship and impinge upon creative liberty. What's your response to what Mr. Mahurkar is saying?
Censorship is already there on OTT and social media platform. If you talk about pornography is not allowed. Yes, you can upload something which is erotic, but to what my co-panel said, I would like to tell him that it may be vulgar for some, but entertainment for the rest. People like it. Audience are totally responsible to for the content creator to create such content. If such contents come across their social media platform, they like it, share it, comment it. When you try to share such reels again and again, it gives boost to a reel. And yes, if it gives boost to a reel, it gains it gains view. And once it is view, there are more views on the social on that particular reel, the content creator gets encouragement somewhere down the line to create such content again and again. And if you see the comment section, if you try to see a comment section in that particular reel, you'll see, okay, good job, well done, wow, what next? What are you bringing up with? As in, you should bring up with something new. It is all about demand and supply.
Okay.
The more you demand it, the more supply you get it from the content creator. Wait, I just need to complete one thing. There is a button of report also. Nobody likes to report it. Despite of clicking on report, they like to share it. So once you share the reel, it will go viral. Secondly, demand and supply, as I said, there is a very less audience. If a content creator wants to create create a reel related to education, religious,
Okay,
or fitness, you don't get views on that. So somewhere down the line, the content creators, they are forced to create such contents because they हर जगह से पैसा ही मिल रहा है.
okay.
Secondly,
Right.
if you want to talk about minors,
No.